97.9 GRT Rocks. It's Janna with a very special guest, formerly of 3 Days Grace, now with Saint Asonia, Adam Gontier. Thank you for talking with me today.
Of course. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So what's new? What's been going on? I've been seeing that Saint Asonia is back in the studio. You guys are working on your second album.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're basically the writing process is pretty much done. We're almost there. We're about halfway there, and we're just we're doing some recording now. We're basically recording 3, 4, 5 songs right now. Probably I guess 5 of the best songs that we believe we've got right now. And we're just we're kind of taking our time, making sure that we're writing and finishing the best possible songs that we can. It's a fun process, but we're all down here in Atlanta just working on the new record.
Got it, man. I cannot wait to hear it. But you will actually be in Michigan soon, right, for your solo acoustic tour.
When I get a chance to go out on tour and do acoustic shows, when the band's doing some music in the studio, or if I have a month off to travel around and do some acoustic shows, I love to do that. So I'm taking a few dates in March to just travel around a bit and do some acoustic shows.
Yes, and March 26th, you will be at the Music Factory in Battle Creek. So talk to me about your acoustic tour. What inspired you to do it?
Well, I mean, I grew up playing acoustic guitar. That's how I learned and all that sort of stuff. But I also grew up in a small town where, we'd sit around campfires and, play acoustic songs and just do it for fun. So I've always been exposed to music that way, and it's just something that is sort of in my blood, just to grab an acoustic guitar and sit down and play it and play songs. So, like I said, any time that any free time that I have that I can do that, if I can jump in my Jeep and go for a drive and play a few shows, I'd love to do it. So I have that opportunity here in March, and it's going to be nice to get up that way, close to the Canadian border there, and do a few shows up there. It's going to be nice, yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I can definitely relate to the sitting around a campfire singing, that whole deal. So what can people expect at your acoustic shows? Are these songs that they know? Are they new songs?
Yeah, over the course of however many years, I've had a lot of, I've had the chance to write a lot of songs that people know and are aware of. So it's really cool. Like, usually I don't necessarily have a set list to go by. It's just one of those things where, depending on the crowd and what songs they want to hear and how the crowd is, I'll do some old 3 Days Grace stuff. I'll do some new Saint Asonia stuff that we're working on now. I'll do some of my own acoustic stuff that I've written in the past. And I do covers and all sorts of stuff. So it really all depends on the crowd and where they're at, and I sort of just feed off that energy, and hopefully it's just a good night for everybody there.
Gotcha, man. So people could expect, sounds like, a little bit of everything. You say you don't necessarily work with a set list, so is each show different? Like, you never have one that's pretty similar to one that you've done before? Because that sounds cool.
Yeah, usually it's I try not to do a set list with my acoustic tours. I try not to do a set list, but at the same time, I do have I have off to the side. I do have a list of songs just in case I get stuck, which happens sometimes where I completely draw a blank and I don't know what to play next. So I got to take a look over and see what I've got to work with, but. Usually it's a no set list kind of thing, and I'll hear a couple requests from the crowd or whatever, and then that'll sort of turn into 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 songs, whether they're 3 Days Grace songs or Saint Asonia songs or just covers or whatever. It's just all I kind of like to wing it when it comes to that sort of thing.
Well, cool, man. So you do take requests. What's the craziest request you've gotten?
The craziest request I've gotten. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I've been asked to play a lot of songs, like a lot of different songs. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's crazy, because it seems like most of the people in the crowd, they kind of know, for the most part, they know what kind of covers I do, and they know most of the Saint Asonia stuff. And I've had some weird, just some weird covers, like, somebody's throwing out the odd Lady Gaga song here and there, and that's and I try to do my best to make everybody happy and see if I can pull that one out of the bag. But it's it's always different.
So you've done that. Somebody asked you to play Lady Gaga, and you just busted out.
Yeah, I actually do a cover. Well, a cover of a cover, I should say, of Just Dance is actually a pretty cool song to play acoustic. So that's a fun one.
Well, that's awesome. That sounds like something I would definitely love to hear for sure. So do you have thoughts then, like on Metallica collaborating with Lady Gaga? We saw that at the Grammys. They're talking about doing future stuff with her.
No, I think that's really cool. I mean, she's definitely amazingly talented, and I think it took quite a few years for me to come around and realize that. But she's awesome. Obviously, I've always been a big fan of Metallica. I didn't get a chance to see the Grammys, but I heard a lot of really great things about it. I'm gonna take a look at it and watch it. And I think she's great. I think they're great. So anything the two of them do together is going to be super interesting and probably very entertaining.
Gotcha, man. Well, I do. I want to hear that Just Dance cover that you do. So everyone needs to go see you. Go see your show in Battle Creek, March 26th at the Music Factory. Adam, so great to talk with you.
Of course, no problem. Thank you for taking the time, and really appreciate the support.